Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
Andrew McCart, IFLTV. I'm out here in Liverpool. I'm here with the victorious Peter McGRAIL. Peter, good solid 10 rounds against a very, very tricky Marc Leach, who he came to fight. And yeah, your assessment of your performance?
Yeah, it was alright. He was obviously a tricky customer. Do you know what I mean? Probably the trickiest customer that I've been in there with. Up to date as a pro, former British champion, and a bit of pressure on my shoulders coming back obviously off a loss. So yeah, overall I'm happy. It was a good solid performance against, as you said, a good solid opponent. So just good to be back to winning ways, and as that was for the WBA International British title eliminator, and hopefully we're looking for the rematch. There's a few options on the table, so it's gone from on the back of a loss, losing my belt, losing my ranking, to I've got maybe possibly a better ranking and a few more options. So it's a good turn of tables, you know what I mean, and it shows that if you just stick it out, that things will turn out good, and yeah, it's good times.
I do want to talk about the JARICO QUINN rematch, but I want to stick on this fight here because some people might give you a little bit of a leeway to just be a little bit gun shy and maybe sit on the back foot a little bit after a loss like that, but you came out there and you were on the front foot. You wanted to put the pressure on Marc. It seemed like you were ready to go to town. Just, was that something you were thinking about, obviously going into this fight, that yeah, I'm not going to let that happen again, that knockout, and you seemed like you were wanting to force the stoppage, so to speak?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, to be fair, and they were probably could have pushed the pace a little even more and tried to get him out of there even more. It might have looked like I was, and obviously every fighter is anyway, but I knew you can't rush things too much. He's probably throughout all of his career, even in the amateurs, Marc, he's made his way by being tricky on the back foot, catching people with sharp counters, and he got through a few times there, but not on heavy, just a few little things. So I knew that all that mattered was getting the win. Do you know what I mean? So it might have looked like I was going fucking hell, going all leather for hell, but I weren't, and I probably could have a bit more, but I knew that I couldn't stand off him really. If he would have stood off me, he would have stood off me. It would have just been like probably one of the most boring fights ever, do you know what I mean? So it was I boxed a good fight, and it's just important that I'm back to winning ways now for my career, and we can push on from here, and that's all that matters.
How much is this the rematch with JARICO? Because it was meant to be here, then it was Leeds, then it was back here, then he pulled out. How much does that irk at you, the fact that this rematch hasn't happened yet?
Nah, it was obviously, after that loss, it was mad, because in the fight that fight was probably easier than Marc's fight there, as in like JARICO was having a little go and he was giving me the openings more than what Marc was. But didn't have to push the pace as much, and if I had him down twice, didn't even knock Marc down there. So for the fight to end the way it did, that was just mad. And even for a few weeks later, but obviously I've said loads of times, we just wanted the rematch straight away, and I didn't think he was going to take the rematch, and obviously he ended up pulling out. But once that got sorted, it was like I knew that I was going to smash him up properly, do you know what I mean? I weren't giving nothing away, and obviously for one way or another he's pulled out. Me myself personally think he doesn't want to be in the ring with me. I still don't think he's even going to get in the ring with me. I know Eddie and everyone who knows my team, we still obviously want that rematch to avenge the loss, but I don't personally think, I just reckon he's just shit himself and he's not going to get in the ring with me, because I was fucking giving it to him, and in the ring I know he didn't want to be in there with me. A few more rounds he would have quit, or the ref would have jumped in. So you know, I hope he does get in the ring with me, because it would be good to avenge the loss, but you know, him pulling out, it's probably put me in a bit of a better position, because we've got the rematch there. If JARICO QUINN fucking grows a pair of balls, gets in the ring with me again, and then if not, we've got the WBA International belt there, you can defend that, or obviously there's the British title route to go down, which Dennis McCann's got that, and that's obviously a good fight. That'll build up a good fight for possibly Queensberry 5B5, so we'll just see what's what. I'll just enjoy the win tonight. I won't get a bit of scran in me. Let this cut heal. Yeah, I'm starving. I'm always starving when I'm full. Even when I'm full, I'm starving. It's just still standard for a boxer, but I'm just over the moon. Obviously, Joe won. Joe had a good 8 rounds. You know what I mean? There, it was good for him to get the 8 rounds, and I've had the 10 rounds. We're just gaining valuable experience here, fighting in my own city in front of my own crowd, and times are good. Coming off the back of a win, it's great. Yeah.
Dennis McCann, he's got a win over your gym, your good friend Bradley Strand. What would that mean for you? Obviously, that British title is every British fighter's dream. Every British fighter's dream to have that British title around their waist. JARICO Quinn's always going to be there. You can entice JARICO or Quinn with a world title or with this and the next thing. So that can always be there. That can always get avenged. Dennis McCann right now is a young up-and-coming fighter. I'm sure Eddie Hearn can get that fight made. How much would that fight mean to you, that British title? Like, it's somebody that's got a win over in your gym.
Yeah, definitely would mean loads to us and the gym for me to obviously get a win over him, do you know what I mean? But it's that's a fight that I'd take with both hands. I'm sure my team would take it with both hands. He's, as I said in the ring, he believes he's the number one in Britain. There's probably a few other people that believe the number one in Britain, but I believe that I'm number one in Britain. So, you know, let's get it on. It's a good fight for the fans and a fight that I'm more than happy to take, and I'll obviously get my teeth right into and crack on with that. So there's a few options on the table, and I'm happy with the position that I'm in. So yeah, the future's looking good. And
yeah, one final one for me. Just a word for that crowd out there, the Scouts crowd. I said to the Smith brothers earlier, Liam, Paul, and Swifty. I said to them back when before I started IFLTV, when I was training with Josh Taylor at Lock End, I used to watch the Smith brothers, Tony Bellew, Derry Matthews. I used to watch all these guys. Now the golden era of Liverpool boxing dipped, and I went to like Sheffield, and Sheffield have got a good boxer. But it seems like Liverpool now, with you, your brother, with Nick Ball, with Frankie Stringer, Jack Turner. I'll probably missed a couple out, but this talent in this city right now is unbelievable.
Yeah, there's loads, and there's not just all of the lads in my gym and my brother. There's obviously, you mentioned Frankie Stringer, Jack Turner from other gyms, and even, you know, we don't have to go through the list, but you know, with the pure boxing, it's going to end up back on the map. Definitely, it is already on the map. You've got Beefy, as you said. It's always been on the map and always will. But where the next up-and-coming fighters coming behind, the likes of your Bellews and your Smiths, your Liam Smiths, and obviously Liam Smith's still here. And
Liam did say that he's old, he's not got much left, so you need to take over.
I know, well, I will eventually, do you know what I mean? But he's still there for now, so he can obviously, hopefully bring another few big, massive shows, and where I can keep building up behind him, and then I'll take over from him, and then obviously whoever's there after me. But yeah, for now, and I'm just enjoying the win, and all the lads won. The Scouts didn't need me, Joe, Frankie, and Steve Clark. So, you know, I don't know whether I'll see them wherever we go, wherever anyone goes. But yeah, it's a good night for the Scousers, and I'm happy to. I'm not happy. I'm fucking made up to be back to winning ways. Yeah.
Good stuff, and go and enjoy the win. Thank you, Peter. I'll see you in the next one, brother. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you.
Wall Street Memes Casino
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.